How do you feel about this mod one? What's changed in your mind?
Do you know what? I feel a lot better. I had a good night's sleep last night. I didn't on the first one. I've eaten breakfast today. I didn't for the first one because I was so nervous. Yeah, I've done, as I said on the last one when we went to RNC, I've done a lot of work in between, but the biggest hack was I found that lady you told me to find called Claire. Spoke to her. She was really nice, really cool. She does a lot of mindset work specifically for riders. Give me a few tips, some really nice stuff that I've been trying to implement. I feel good right now. Hopefully when I see the pad, I'm still going to feel good. Hopefully that can carry on and carry through, because I know that I can do this. I am 1,000,000% capable. I've done it. I've proven it to not just myself, to everyone, to you. There's no reason that I don't grab this today. But boy, Hastings is a long way to ride if I don't grab a pass.
Hastings, if you don't pass, the way back is going to be a long ride back. Definitely. Okay, what would be your top tip that you've learned, your number one tip for those that feel nerves?
It's a mindset. You know that you can do it. You know that you can ride. Believing in your ability is the biggest thing. And I guess what Claire said about shifting your mindset, instead of focusing on the negatives, focus on the positives. So I'm trying not to focus on what happened on the figure of 8 last time, although I did go through it a little bit with myself last night. Try and focus on like the outcome. Try and focus on the examiner handing you that pass certificate. Try and focus on, because your brain will go to what you tell it to go to. If you tell yourself not to think of a white elephant, you will think of the white elephant and you can't get anything else out of your head. You can't not think of or do what you think. So trying to focus on the positives and focus on achieving, like for the normal human reaction is going to be focus on how you can get it wrong, or try not to think of, or try and think of not getting it wrong. But by thinking of not getting it wrong, you are intrinsically thinking about getting it wrong. So all that's going through your head, even if you're trying to think about how not to do it wrong, is doing it wrong. How can I mess this up? How can I not mess this up? Either way, you're thinking about doing it wrong, which is going to then lead you to be more nervous and get it wrong. So instead, think about getting it right.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, I'll be really interested to see how you deal with the nerves this time around, you know?
So the first exercise is manual handling. All I want you to do is take your machine off its stand, wheel it backwards out of this bay, and then wheel it backwards into that bay there, and place it on the stand for me.
Yeah, no problems.
There we go.
Oh man. Why are you not all so scary? I've done a lot of practice. Yeah. Whew. All right. Let's freaking go. It did go through my head. What if I fail and then I've got to ride 2 hours back? So much. Just so much.
Come on. Well done.
Oh man.
Well done. Well done. You flipping smashed it.
Shit.
I was jumping up and down. When you did the figure of 8, I was jumping up and down. Then when you did the U-turn, because you did a little ooh, I was like, yeah, come on.
When I did the of 8, that was the nerves, obviously. I've got it in my head that
Yeah.
I was messing that up last time.
Yeah.
And then when it finished, I was like,
The nerves came right down.
nerves came down. The rest of it was fine.
And 6 on the avoid.
That was a good stop though, huh? Squeezed it
That was
hard.
a really good stop.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
back wheel just came with the floor. Just a
Did it?
little tiny bit.
Stoppy, did you get that on camera?
Just a little tiny bit. Should we get something to eat?
Bro, Stoppy, let's go.
Should we get something to eat?
Yeah, drink, definitely.
Perfect. Amazing.
Get him, baby. So we are here in Hastings after the Mod 1 test that Francis has taken. Round 2. Francis, tell me how it went.
It was messy. It was a little bit messy. It was, especially for the figure of 8 and the U-turn, I've done better, but it was good enough to pass with 0 minors.
0 minors, by the
Yeah.
way. Nothing. Nada. Nil point.
I'm actually buzzing right now. You can't imagine how hard I'm buzzing, but I'm really relieved to have got that certificate. Do you know what? Actually, let me tell you this now. I'll admit this. When I was going around the figure of 8,
Yeah.
in fact, let's back up a little bit. So I was much less nervous for this one. Spoke to a lady called Claire who does mindset stuff for riders on driving tests. She was really great. So I've been doing a lot of work between Mod 1 and Mod 1 again, Mod 1 round 2. So I felt great on the ride down. I felt great this morning. I even had breakfast, I felt so great. But then as I got onto the pad and the slow speed stuff was coming up, it hit me. I've got a whoop on, my heart rate spiked to 140 something beats per minute. And then you can see on the graph, on the whoop graph, that it just dropped off. After I did the figure of 8, I was like, yeah, I'm good now. In my head, last night, I was playing over the figure of 8 because I don't know, like it's gonna be a blockage if that's what you failed on last time.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about the mistake I made. I haven't actually watched the video. I didn't want to watch the video back of where I failed. I saw a clip of it where I put my foot down, but I didn't want to watch it back. But you said that I closed the throttle,
Yes.
which lost drive, which lost balance.
Yes.
Because drive equals balance.
Yeah.
Just drive equals balance.
Drive equals balance.
I didn't do it on purpose, but I closed the throttle, then I lost drive, and then ergo I lost balance. That's why I failed Mod 1 and put a foot down. So I was replaying that in my head because I know I've had that situation, especially when we were in Uxbridge practicing, and all I did instead was like bring the drive back and you stand the bike up and it's fine. So I was playing that over and thinking like, if that happens again, what I'm gonna do, just millimeter of clutch, perfect, fine. And it actually happened again. I don't know if you heard it as I was...
Slightly, ever so slightly, on the 8.
Yeah, on the figure of 8.
Yeah.
When you switch directions,
Yes.
I trapped my right arm on the bike because I was holding the throttle like this, so you've got more control. But then it, like, I don't know why, it slipped down to here, and then I turned right, and then my arm banged the tank. So I lost the drive, closed the throttle, and I was like, nah,
Not today.
not today.
Not today.
So I banged on. I don't know if you heard, like the throttle went vroom, and I opened the clutch quite significantly.
Oh, we heard.
Oh, you heard that?
Yeah, the Akrapoviches were loud.
Those exhausts ain't quiet.
Yeah.
So I put on quite a lot of throttle and I released the clutch quite a lot and the bike stood up instantly and I was like, whew, overcame that. And it's like the most basic stuff that everybody says.
Yeah.
You give the bike drive, the bike stands up, you're fine. There's no reason to fall the bike over at all.
Yeah.
Having that little bit saved the Mod 1 round 2. But the rest of it was fine.
Yes.
The U-turn wasn't super, it wasn't my best U-turn either, which is such a shame, like, but it was good enough to pass.
Let me just qualify the grip. So because you have a sports bike where you've learned to slightly over grip
Yes.
to account for when you turn the bars to the right, that your hand doesn't get trapped where your grip, where your hand would normally be.
Yeah.
So if you are going to be taking your sports bike to Mod 1, do consider when you're practicing slightly changing your grip. For anyone who's taking an MT-07, a Z650, any of the normal school bikes,
Don't need to do that.
you do not need to overgrip. Just do your normal grip, normal steering.
Yeah, but when you turn right or left, the bar is like right on the tank, so your hand has no control over the throttle anymore at all.
We worked on that.
Yeah.
We worked on that.
So that was really helpful. Oh yes, because when you took me out on the ZX something six, yes,
ZX6.
that was a problem then.
Yes.
And yeah, that's where Dan is good. He, like all of the stuff, from start to finish, everything you need. Manual handling, pushing the bike. I got this bike off the stand. I started pushing, and I was like. And he was cool. He obviously gave me no minors because I don't know. I realised everything was good.
Yeah.
Did I do the duck waddle?
No,
it wasn't.
No,
it felt a bit duck waddly.
It was fine.
Okay.
Slalom and figure of 8.
Slalom was fine. At first, I set off on the slalom, and I was a little bit slow, and the balance was a bit difficult. But I sped up like a millimeter, a tiny bit more. And
Did it feel narrow?
It felt a bit narrower, yeah. I was like steering more between the cones.
Because that was interesting. It looked like it was narrower than what we experienced in Uxbridge.
Yeah,
it looked like that.
Potentially.
Also, you pulled away in neutral.
I tried to pull away in neutral.
I saw.
Yeah.
You pulled away.
I throttled up, and then I saw the green light that said N, big green N on the dash. So he didn't mind that either though.
No.
I'd done my checks again,
Yeah.
and then pulled away cleanly. After the figure of 8, the slow control was fine. I set off and then slowed it down even more because I could see him in my mirror. He was right behind me the whole time. So I was doing a good speed on that.
You were super slow on that. It was good.
Yeah, that was cool. And then he gives you the figure of 8. That was fine. Hastings has got a really weird thing like Mitcham, where there's a huge area off to the right behind the building that you have to do it was tighter than Mitcham.
Oh, right.
But less dog-legged. It was like you turn right and then it's quite a tight turn to get back.
Yeah.
So I was going really slowly to get around the tight turn. I was like, imagine if I drop it on that.
Well, I mean, if you did, he wouldn't see
it. Yeah, imagine if I put a foot down, he wouldn't see it. Yeah.
I wouldn't see it
So I
either.
went around that bend and then was quite slow coming out. But like an R1, I can pick up speed, that's fine. So then I did pick up speed. And the first one where he said he wasn't measuring it, I was thinking about going slowly.
Yeah.
I think I did 58 or 57 on that one.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, relax on the speed, it's fine.
It's fine.
Emergency stop, I was trying to relax on the speed again and I got 60.
You did.
I got 60, what the hell?
You did.
10 kph above what I needed. But I really squeezed, I was like,
I saw that too. I saw that. When you look back at the video, there's a little bit of daylight between your rear tyre and the ground. Stoppy. At the very, very end. Just you've pretty much stopped, and then what you've done is you've spiked the pressure on the front brake. And,
interesting.
And it's just done the smallest, like this much.
Exciting. I should be practicing that some more.
No,
Stay tuned.
No.
And then the U-turns, that examiner was really great. He was literally the nicest human.
Yes.
Really chill.
Yes.
I asked him a couple of questions as I was going around and he was like, yeah, whatever, don't worry about it. And like the first question I asked was, do I need to be in the blue box, alongside the blue box or front? And he's like, whatever you want, go for it. And I was like, okay, cool. He made it feel like it was a chill exercise, which it should be, it is. But contrast that to a different examiner, it was a completely different experience from the first one.
It's amazing how that can change. It's the same information, just presented differently.
Yeah.
Wow.
In a more relaxed way. Like I've given you the instruction.
Yeah.
Just get it done somehow.
Just get it done somehow.
Yeah.
I like
understand? That. Yeah, go for it. Yeah. And at the beginning as well, he took time to explain the differences between his pad and a normal pad, like where he's got the thing, and he was like, right, you're going to end up in the green box here, that's for the manual handling, but if you want to go off and explore the area first, you can crack on. So I did. Yeah. Imagine that from an examiner. Like, honestly, if you get a great examiner, it makes the world of difference. So before I even went off and parked myself in the green box for the manual handling, I went off right up to the top and did the loop around the fast corner. Yeah, had a little look, see what's going on there. And actually, that is probably a massive tip. Yeah. Because
if the area doesn't look like the normal rectangle area, you can definitely 100% ride around, have a look. It's nice that this guy's told you this, but you should be able to do this anywhere. And what about the avoidance?
The avoidance was fine. I was 57 on that one.
You were, yeah.
57, so well above the speed. I came around the fast corner, opened. I was looking down at the speed, but then I was just looking straight forward at the yellow cone. I developed this technique of like coming into the cones at an angle.
Yeah.
So then the avoidance is easier because you're coming towards the bit that you need to avoid through the red corridor at an angle.
Yeah.
I forgot to do that on that one.
Okay.
So I came straight down through the red corridor,
Yeah.
speed trap, closed the throttle, pushed the handlebars, and I
Yes.
avoided it by miles. Yeah, I avoided it by miles, and then kind of forgot to slow down. So I was like approaching the blue. I was like, oh, okay. And I braked quite hard for that. Yeah.
But that's good. That means you've avoided correctly, rather than trying to use a trick to get you through. You've used the handlebars, moved them to move the bike to get you through, so then come to a nice controlled stop.
Yeah, yeah.
And then tell me, so then at that point, you know you've passed.
I was thinking I've passed. I haven't hit any cones. I haven't put any feet down.
Yeah.
But it was messy.
If you compare it to the mock test we did in Uxbridge, this one was a little bit messy. But even the other test, the first test, the U-turn was
The U-turn
better
was
than the first test.
clean in Mitcham.
So when
Yeah.
he told you that you had passed,
Yeah.
how did you feel?
That was the best. It's the best feeling when an examiner tells you you've passed, because it's like nerves, anxiety, everything, emotions are up here, and then it's like an instant switch to elation and joy and like calm and like, oh my God, I did it. Like all this work, all this effort has come down to that 20-minute and 5-second you have passed sentence. And now I feel great. I feel so good right now. It's mad. It was easier this time, but I can't say it was as smooth as Uxbridge, like how I felt inside. This is definitely something that happens a lot on driving tests, and I want you to have a word with the lady that I spoke to, who wrote the book about nerves on riding. And I'm sure that she'll be helpful for so many of you as well. And if you want to see that, then Dan will sort it out and you can look out
Yeah,
for
if
it.
you want to see that, put that in the comments below. I'm going to message her anyway. I'm going to try and get an episode with her. What was the thing you said on the way down? You gave me a Henry Ford quote. What was the quote?
There's a Henry Ford quote. I'm going to completely butcher this, but it's something like, you can say that you will, you can say that you won't. Both will be true. You have to think about that for a second, but it makes so much sense. It's in your head. Whether you achieve something or not is down to how much you believe it. So if you tell yourself, I can't do it, this is hard, this is tricky, then that will come true. But if you tell yourself and believe in it, and this is one of the most interesting things about doing driving tests for so long. Like I've done it for 10 years now. When you take the confident ones to test, like the young boys who play loads of GTA, or Jamie Lang actually was a prime example. That boy oozes confidence, and he went into his test like, Francis, watch this. Honestly, he did. He did. And he aced it, no problem. But then you take someone else into a test who's nervous, and it's like, you can't perform at your best. So this is a real big thing that, if mastered, can change loads of people's world.
Yeah, I think that's a rule for life, not just a rule for driving tests.
True, yeah.
It was very interesting to see how you were the first Mod 1 and how you are on this Mod 1.
I was much more relaxed this time.
Picking you up in the morning, it's like two different people.
Yeah.
Even though you rode the same bike and you rode pretty much in the same fashion to the test centre, how your attitude towards this Mod 1 as opposed to the first one, huge difference.
It was so much more enjoyable to do this on, even though I was still nervous. You could see like the whoop graph is mental. You'd expect that from like, if I was doing a run, you'd expect the same graph. Like my heart was beating fast, but I was able to control it and like still be able to think clearly and see the cones and like exercise different routines when something goes wrong. I had that foot, the ability to think through, shit, close the throttle, bang, more throttle, more clutch, and work through that problem instead of like, when I put my foot down, I wasn't in control. I didn't choose to do that.
Yeah.
But this time, same problem, I chose to overcome it in the same way I've done before when I'm chill.
Nice.
It's such a huge difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed that. Do it again? Oh, we're going to do it again. Mod 2 on Thursday. Let's go.
Mod 2 on Thursday. Are you looking forward to it?
I am looking forward to it. This is the last barrier to me riding around on my own with L plates, stopping, wheeling.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Obviously
On a close
on a
road.
closed road.
Yeah.
On an airfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got huge plans for this bike, and I've got some awesome content that I want to put together using that R1.
Yeah.
And this is my barrier. This is the barrier to entry. I need to overcome this. Instead of being worried, I'm now looking forward to it. Thursday's going to be a great day. Back at Mitcham. Even if I get the same examiner again, I'm not going to be like, oh no. It's going to be like, let me show you what I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I let myself down last time. I didn't show him what I could possibly do on the R1 because I put my foot down, I failed. If he comes up again, I'm going to be like, yo, bro.
I'm ready for you.
Ready to race?
Ready to race? KTM. He doesn't like KTM though.
Does he not?
He's a Kawasaki guy.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then, so we've got one more training session. We're going to go back to Mitcham Croydon.
For another mock test?
For another mock test.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and throw something else your way. I'm going to show you the one-way street. I'm going to show you guys the one-way street because there's a few there. But yeah, we're going to go back there, have a look at that, and let's see where we end up.
Mod 1 in Hastings. If you watch Driving School TV, you know how much I love the seaside.
Yeah.
This is such an awesome day for me.
It's awesome. Awesome. And great examiner. It's 20 degrees today. Not a single cloud in the sky. What? Well
Today
done.
is a good day.
It's a good day.
Yeah, bro.
See you on Wednesday?
See you on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, yeah?
Let's go.